Hello, everybody. Welcome to a special Sunday afternoon session where I'm coming back on to complete the free readings. I didn't get to any free readings this morning, so I like to come back on and give back to my community. I'm so grateful for all the donations that I received during my live sessions. Those plus my YouTube monthly channel memberships, and anyone that purchases all of my services that are listed down in the description box of the video. All of you help me, including my beautiful host that lets me live in her basement for free, is what allows me to continue to do everything that I do for free. And I know not everyone's able to make donations. That's why I like coming back on to complete these as much as I can. So a big thank you to everybody for your patience in getting to these. There's no chat listed here because I'm not taking any new donations or new questions in this session. It's all need to make up for the ones, and I will be back Friday for to start all over again. I'm on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday mornings at 11 a.m. Mountain Time, and Friday and Saturday night at 6 p.m. Mountain Time for the free readings. And if you want a personal reading in the meantime, I do offer personal readings. All that information, they're paid personal readings. They're down in the description box. Or if you need answers in the meantime, I have a ton of free content on my main page. I have pick a cards that I put out every week. I have monthlies that I've been doing that are out there. May and June are out there. Um, I have From Chaos to Cozy podcast that I put out there and some other videos too. So a lot of free content on my main page if you're looking for answers from spirit and you don't have the ability to donate or purchase a reading. Ton of free stuff out there. Just follow your heart and spirit will guide you. After I'm done with the session, I'll post a comment listing the order in which all the readings were completed so you can find your reading more quickly as well. I'm going to switch off to use this Star Tarot Huge Box. I love this deck, though. Beautiful, beautiful energy. And we'll start there. So we have here Ateshi Singh was going to be the first reading. Let me just highlight that so I can see where I'm at. And you wanted to know SP's current feelings. So let's give these a shuffle. And let's see what we got here. So, what are SP's current feelings? SP's current feelings, okay. They must have a lot of feelings. It was half the deck. Let's see what they want you to know right now. All right, we've got these 10 of Swords and the Wheel of Fortune, the major arcana 10. There's these endings and beginnings, this freedom here, that they're looking here. The Fate's wheel is a turning. And the 10 of Swords is like this, getting to this point of like, I'm just tired of trying to live up to a lot of expectations and supposed tos and shoulds and need tos and have tos and musts. And these can have been in their brain long before you ever met them because they grew up with all these roles of, what is a relationship supposed to be? Who are people supposed to be? Just a lot of roles that we all are given. And even without you saying anything, they're already in here in these beliefs that this is what they have to do and supposed to do and should do and need to do. But there is this tiredness, I'm exhausted trying to live up to all these expectations in my world. And I feel like they're kind of, wanting this, it's like the Fool card, which is this adventure of without roles and intentions and having to define things. Just want to go do and explore and have great times, but without having a lot of restrictions. It's like trying to cage a lion or trying to cage an animal. They're like, I don't want to go in there. Can we just go and run in the forest? And this is the kind of energy that they have, and the feelings is they just don't want to feel trapped and restricted, but they do want to have this fate's wheel go forward and have these beginnings and adventures and things go forward, but they don't want any restrictions, if that makes sense. So that's what's coming in right now at Teshi. So hopefully that resonates. So that's what they have for you. So many blessings to you. And then Kritika Malhotra, you are up. Hello. Hi. So you told your friend Kriti about something. She says, okay, so let me get that. So you told your friend Kriti about something that she says, which you don't find okay. All right. So she said something and you're like, I'm not okay with what you just said. So what is she thinking? Or in general, what is this friendship about? Because she behaves weirdly. That's the pot calling the kettle black. Just kidding. Look, and I'm wearing black. That's like the pot calling the pot that's calling the kettle black, right? I like weird. That's Aquarius, right? So let's take a look here and see. So what's going on with her, and what does spirit want you to know about this situation here? All right. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, you got the 7 of Cups, so there's a lot of, emotional confusion, so, I just feel like when, we all grow up with different thoughts and beliefs and mindsets about opinions about things. We all come from different backgrounds. Even my twin nieces, they had very similar lives, but it's completely, different personalities, which is great. Um, and but it tells us that everyone grows up differently, everyone has different concepts, everyone has different ways of thinking of things. And so she's got mixed emotions around your guys' relationship. And that's the whole thing with friendship, is being able to say things to each other, right? And if this is without getting offended, and if we get offended, that we look at, okay, what was I fearing? Because if we get on the defense, if we something rises within us, things just are said, things just happen in the world, but it's our story, our emotions, our energy that we're choosing, that chooses our physical act. We choose our physical reactions, right? And if we're reacting, it's out of fear. If we're responding, then that's out of love. And so I feel like things got a little heated a little bit with the King of Wands. Like, how dare you act in a way that is not appropriate in my kingdom? Almighty Master. So, it is something that we can see and going, okay, I am sure that none of us act perfectly the way everyone wants us to act, right? Um, we don't say things the exact way people want it to be said, or what they want to be said, or when they want it to be said. We're always going to be disappointing others, and people disappoint us when we have expectations. But when someone does something that we don't want and we trigger, that's us. That's on us to look at it and go, okay, why am I triggering? Unless you want to explode and end the friendship, and that's totally our choice too. But if it's like, what? Is it worth? Is the relationship worth it for you here? You've got the 4 of Wands, joy and celebration. It's like two bears, one climbing up a tree, the other not. Different preferences, right? But, we can choose to laugh about something or be super serious about something. And so when someone said something, why did it bother you? If we didn't have fears around it, it wouldn't bother us. It wouldn't make us feel uncomfortable. Um, and so she's behaving perfectly, as are you, for the situation. But it's perfect for you guys to look and go, what is triggering within me? You can't control anyone else. People are going to say what they're going to say, do what they're going to do, but it's always for us, right? And so when someone says something or does something that makes us growl, it's like, oh, that growl's coming from in here, not out here. I'm reacting to something, and I can look at it and go, okay, what's happening? Because honestly, if someone's doing something that's irritating us and we walk away from it, we're just gonna find someone else, another teacher showing us what we want to see about ourselves till we see it. We can run, but we can't hide. So it's like, all right, let's talk out. Let's communicate with your friend. Find out what's going on within them. See it from a different perspective. You even got the hanged man. See it. Try to see things from their perspective, what is going on. And I like this mirror because they're not answering some of your questions because they want you to ask these questions of yourself. It's a great growth opportunity. Yay. But it's like, when what do I say inside of me that I do not find okay? What am I thinking? What do I think this friendship is about? Why do I behave weirdly? And it's like, okay, now we're seeing truth, right? How is that as true or more true, right? When we look at those things. So I like it for you. It's a big growth experience here for you. But the trigger is inside you, not outside of you. So that's something Spirit is giving you opportunity to check out. All right. Yay. Right. So many blessings, my friend. Hang in there. And Day Sturgis, hello, hello. You'd like some good messages, right? Hey, are they all good? Just sometimes our human has a hard time going, how is that good? But I get it. Let's take a look here. All right. So I like this, that, the Five of Swords is the inner battle between the head and the heart. But what's good about this with the star card, this is like the star card is your dreams come true. It is, this clarity that's coming here. And this is why it's a good message. It's like, how is this a good message? Because, we, a lot of our lives were given a lot of dreams from the outside world. This is who you're supposed to be. This is what you should do. This is who you should be with. A lot of opinion of our dreams. It's like sitting at a giant table at a restaurant and everyone's ordering your food for you or saying, this is what you're going to eat. This is what you should eat. And you're like, I don't like that. I don't want that. No, this is what you should eat. And we get bullied enough, or we're afraid to stand up, that we just eat what other people want us to order. So we order that food and we, well, you know, well, I'll eat this, it stinks, but I'll eat it and I'll try to keep it down for your sake. But but there is this, awareness that when that we don't have to, do that. And this is where this clarity comes in, that I get to choose what my dreams are. I don't have to eat what everyone wants me to order off the menu, and you're getting out of your head and into your heart around your dream. And so a lot of clarity coming in for your dream of what you want to do, how you uniquely want to share the unconditional love in your heart with the world. So I like that. That's what's coming in here for you, is more clarity around what this dream is, how you want to go about it, and the next steps on moving forward with it. So I like it. Right. So that's what they have for you, Day Sturgis. Many blessings to you. And then Aliza, hello, hello. So energy of R towards you. All right, let's take a look here and see what they have here. All right. So we've got the Empress energy here, which is a lot of, she's like sensuality, birthing of things, physical energy coming in here. Because you got the Princess of Pentacles, the Page of Pentacles, and the Empress. It's like they want to create something with you or something new. They see your sensuality, they see the mother nature, mother nurturing qualities in you. And this is the kind of energy that they have. It's more, physical, in the physical world, more, um, like I said, that sensuality of the Empress, something that's free from restriction, free from things. The Empress is like the goddess who runs naked through the forest, who cares about the rules of the city and organized spirituality and everything else. The Empress is freedom, creativity. I just want to flow. I don't want, rules and stuff. But there's this Page of Pentacles, and the Empress is about a rebirth or a new birth, not like children, but like a restart of something. But it's very physically based, kind of energy coming in. All right, so that's what they have for you, Alisa. So many blessings to you. And then Great Courts, you are up next. You want to know, what transformation are you going through and what's to come out of it? All right, let's take a look here. Oh, wow. Okay. Cards are flying here. All right. So the transformation that you're going through, you got the Seven of Wands, which is like the sun. It's like this birthing in a way. The Seven of Wands is like, here I am, and it's even got the Sun Leo energy behind it here. But the Seven of Wands is like someone standing up on a hill, going, "I'm not hiding myself. I'm not dimming my light. I'm not asking permission. I'm going to be me. I'm going to shine bright, and this is who I am." And there's like this coming forth and this being recognized and even standing out among others, whether that's in like above on a stage or just standing out because of your nature and your energy. But there is this birthing, this transformation is like, here I am, and I'm not going to apologize. I'm going to be me. And where it takes you here, you got the Four of Cups, which is emotional stability, but also the connection of higher self-love here. And the High Priestess also is about a big connection to your spiritual energy. You know, the High Priestess steps away from the chaos of the world, goes into her High Priestess temple, connects to the higher realms, sees behind the veil, dives deep into the emotions and the unknown and the hidden, and brings things forward. And it's like there's this emergence of, the high priestess that comes forward here. It allows you to share your gifts, it allows you to share knowledge. And I like this self-love with the Four of Cups because it's you can see how it's filling up and overflowing that's coming out here. And I like this for you because it's like there's this, I don't know, it's here I am, world, and I'm not going to try to be anything else. I'm just being me. I'm filling up and overflowing. And that's what it's all about is just, I'm just filling up with my self love, and I'm going to be me, and I'm shining forward. And what you're bringing forward does like bring emotional stability to yourself and to others. So, whatever this is, this emergence, it's like you're really stepping into understanding how I want to share the unconditional love in my heart with the world, becoming a giant chalice. I'm filling up and I'm overflowing. And how you do it is in a variety of different ways. It's not, I don't feel like it's a set thing. Like the light goes on the hill and shines in the darkness. It doesn't go like, okay, I'm going to do it in this exact way and blah, blah, blah. I just feel like you're just going for it and you're stepping forward and your goal is to shine love forth in whatever way that you feel in the moment. And eventually I feel like you do come up with like ways that you normally do it, but you're also just open to going with the flow of it too, which I like. So that's what's coming through, Great Quartz. Hopefully that resonates, makes sense, but that's what they have for you. So many blessings. And then Sunflower, you want to know, will you meet a new love guy partner on a dating app by this summer? I hope not. No, I'm just kidding. Maybe not a dating app, but you want to know specifically a dating app. So let's take a look here and see what they say here. Yeah, I feel like you do. You got the Queen of Wands. So this is that attractive, fire energy that draws someone in. The Six of Wands is victory and mutual attraction, a lot of passion, a lot of physical and energetic attraction. So maybe not love, but new passion that you do here. You might consider here with the bottom of the deck, the Six of Swords is a movement of communication, a movement of thoughts and beliefs. And it's almost like, what you're gonna get on a dating app is a lot of passion, but rarely long-lasting love. I feel like s a possible alternative, if this resonates, is you can still do the dating app and whatever, in the meantime, but go live your passions. Try not to have your passion be finding love, but find something that you're passionate about that you love to do, painting, clay, sculpturing, something creative, something like a hobby, and go do that. Go live that passion, go do that thing because I feel like when you're going and doing that, that you meet someone that has the same passions as you and you guys spark a relationship and it's you doing those things. So, and rather than having like finding love be the hobby in the which it feels like it has to be these days, right? But that you live your passion and do that, and that's where you find a loving relationship, not just someone who wants passion. You know what I'm saying? All right, so that's what's coming through for ya, sunflower. So many blessings to you. And then Mika Khan, Shaka Khan, Mika Khan. Anyone to know Will Huck H? We'll call him H so I don't totally murder their name. Ever call you? Maybe next week? Let's take a look. So will they ever call you? All right. And will it be next week? All right. You know, we've got the Nine of Swords, and the Nine of Swords is, you know, nightmare, insomnia, fear, 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 energy. So, I don't feel like that would be like a no card for me there. And I feel like that's okay. With someone with this much small t truths and fear and all these supposed tos and shoulds and need tos and have tos and musts, I just feel like that it's okay that they don't call you. You have the Eight of Wands too, which is all about passion and lot of energy, a lot of passionate energy that they have there. And I feel like what you're really looking for is more, you know, emotion and love, right? With this Princess of Cups, looking for that self love, looking for those. And I just feel like it's, turning inward and upward is where you're going to find the love that you're looking for. It's going to change the vibration of the type of individual that you draw, to you. Because if you look at, and of course, I don't know everyone that you've dated, but spirit is just showing like if I am not communicating with my higher self, with myself, and I'm sacrificing myself, the type of person that I'm going to draw in, which this is the type that I used to a long time ago because I didn't respect myself. I would draw in people that didn't respect me because my energy is drawing people in. So if there's someone that doesn't communicate and we feel like people are ghosting us or they don't give us attention and that we're the one always investing so much, it's like, how am I not investing in me? How am I not choosing me? How am I not communicating with me? Because these people I'm drawing in are a mirror to show me what I am reflecting to myself. So if that resonates, kind of just sit with that and go, yeah, I'm going to look for my self love. I'm going to start treating me the way I want other people to treat me. And then you're going to draw in a different type of individual to you, someone that's more like you that you deserve instead of, someone that you have to try so hard to communicate with. And then it's like, oh my God, it's like pulling teeth. It's like, thank you for being my mirror so that I can find, someone that's more in alignment. Right. So that's what they have for you, Mika. So many blessings to you. And then Minahil, you are up. So general love reading. All right, let's take a look here. So what Spirit wants you to know about love. All right. All righty. All right. Well, I feel like you're going to have a couple of choices coming up here with love. You got the Two of Pentacles in the middle, which is like the choosing of things in the outside world. And you've got here the Emperor. You got this Aries energy of someone that's really in this position of control and, knows what they want and lead. And, they don't want, it's like they don't want an empress. They just want a wife, or they just want someone who I would say obeys, but that kind of is almost it. So there's this very strong personality as one of the choices. That. And then you have the Four of Wands, which is the marriage, the joy, the celebration kind of individual that comes in here. And of course, The way they painted it, it's very obvious what spirit your spiritual team is like. Go for the happy one. Go for the happy marriage. They may not be as strong and forceful and blah 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 blah, and maybe not as successful, but who cares, right? I mean, you can either fill a position or have a happy partnership in marriage. And so you're going to have the two. So it's going to be very stark and very obvious between the two. Because you're going to know your heart's going to be like, wow. And the other one's going to be like, okay, yes, sir, kind of energy. So there you go. Easy breezy decision making, right? All right. So that's what they have for you, Minahil. So many blessings to you. And then Infinity, this is your free reading. So thank you for your donations earlier as well. And you want to know how big of a deal was it that oh no, you accidentally set off the fire alarm yesterday? Did you annoy a lot of people or tick off security? Everyone said, hey, let's take a break. Let's take a look here. When I worked it was a huge 3-story building with thousands of people. It was one, and then, and then there was another duplicate one. There was a lot of people. And um, until they updated our microwaves to where it wouldn't go further than a minute and 30 seconds or something, we were going out 3 times a month because someone was burning popcorn. And oh my God. You're talking about hundreds of people having to leave meetings and lose customers to go outside. It was funny, and then they changed all the microwaves out. It was funny. But let's take a look here. Is it really such a big deal with the fire? Let's take a look here. I like that you get the magician, the fire starter. Nah, they got the hermit, and the 5 of Pentacles, feeling left behind. Out was it cold outside? Left out in the cold. They got the 7 of Cups on the bottom. A lot of different emotions, a lot of different feelings. And what I love about it all is that you didn't do it on purpose, and it's not a big deal. If you did it on purpose, then that would be, you know, um, really irritating to some people. And you can give someone the world, and someone could choose to be very, very happy, or someone can choose to be miserable. You can't control other people's emotions with the 7 of Cups. It just shows there's all these people feeling a bunch of different ways. Or some people are like, oh, thank God I wanted to get out of here and go outside anyway. It's like, all right, I wanted a break. I got a free break. I got to go outside. There probably were people smoking outside. They're like, oh, gotta get a smoke break, you know. So there's a variety of people, and you didn't do it on purpose. And if someone chose to get ticked off, that's their own problem, not yours. If people were annoyed, that's their own problem, not yours. You didn't do it on purpose. So allow yourself to go, you know what? I'm going to choose to laugh about it, you know, and I like the release that comes from it all. You got the Ace of Cups. They're like, love yourself. You are unconditionally loved by the creator and posse and all that support. So these mere humans, you know, that's just extra emotion, but you are loved by the king and queen of the kingdom. So, who cares what the townspeople feel if the king and queen love you unconditionally? So try to just forgive yourself and release it and go, you know what? I learned, I won't do it again, but I didn't do it on purpose. So relax, everybody. Or I will do it again on purpose. No, I'm just kidding. All right, that's what they have for you, Infinity. So try to laugh about it. Just try to laugh about it. All right, and then Morning, you wanted a general reading. So let's see here, Morning. What does Spirit want you to know right now? All right. You've got this clarity coming in here with the 5 of Swords. 5 of Swords can be like conflict and communication, but more so between your head and your heart, inner conflict. And you're figuring some stuff out. There is some stuff that's being brought to your attention in your life so that you can face these fears and these beliefs that have been holding you back from this new birth, from this creativity, allowing yourself to go forward. So I like this Empress card because there is this realization of what's been holding me back. And the Empress, she's the number 3 in the major arcana. 4 and 5 are the Emperor and the Hierophant, which are all about society rules and organized spirituality rules, right? Rules, restriction, 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 limitation. And the Empress is more this goddess that runs naked through the woods going, screw all your rules. And there's this freedom and creativity. And this is what they're getting you out of your head. And I feel like whatever's popping up in your life, what's triggering, is to show you these thoughts and beliefs that have been holding you back. You're like, yeah, why do I believe these things? Where does this come from? You're transforming and releasing yourself from them, which allows you this birth, allows you this movement. So I like that. So that's their general guidance right now. So just trust that whatever's popping up and these triggers that are happening are for you to realize the fears that are underneath there that are holding you back so that you can release those, question them and go, yeah, I don't need to choose that. I am this, and it allows you to move forward instead. So there you go. That's what they have for you, Morning. So many blessings to you. And then JJJ, you wanted some guidance here. Let's see, what did they have here for you? What guidance in your situation here? Well, you got the Page of Pentacles and the Strength card. I like this because the Strength card is about your human, which is the lion, and yet you're that maiden. You can see the infinity symbol on their body. It's represents your higher self, and that you're so much more than this human. And when you're able to see yourself as the powerful, supernatural, eternal spirit being that you're the actor behind this character is, the maiden behind the lion, it allows you to have this movement forward. You even have another animal with you. You're moving forward, and it allows you to have this new opportunities, this new birth. You can even see like this fire in your belly. Here, it just gives you this courage. This is what the Strength card gives you, the courage to step forward and to do some things that you may have held you back doing before, because when you realize you're this eternal being and you have eternity, what's the rush, what's the fear, what's the urgency and the pressure we put on ourselves? Instead, you have this courage and you're like, you know what, I don't have to worry about so much stuff. I can just focus on creating and experiencing. And I feel like with you lightening up on yourself and being more gentle with yourself and not having a bar way up here, that you're like, you know what, I can move forward. I can do some stuff. And I'm gonna enjoy it instead of it pressure and I've got to be lovable or worthy. You just realize I'm this eternal being made of unconditional love. There's no pressure. The pressure is me putting it on myself because of pressure people suggested I take on. I'm like, okay. And then we're afraid. We're like, oh my God, what if not? What if it does? Blah, blah, blah. There's this freedom that comes from all this. So I like this. You stepping into your power of who you really are. It allows you this progression. It allows you to birth some things. It allows you to have the bravery to step forward. I like it. So go for it. Boom, boom, boom. That's what they got for you, JJJ. So many blessings to you. Yeah, let me just move some more over here. Starfall, you are up next here. And let me just see, how many do we have here? We don't have a ton. Well, actually, we do have a few more to go. So, Starfall, you're up. And what do we see about you and Leo next month? Leo the W next month. Let's take a look here. What does Spirit want you to know about you and that Leo next month? No, none of those. All right. All right. Just okay. I guess those two. I like this. I mean, here is the Prince of Wands. Here's you and the Leo hanging out with the unicorn. There's that Leo energy, the sun energy. So there is this movement. This is like the it's the Knight of Wands, the Prince of Wands in the suit. So it is this new movement, this new energy. Yeah, and you got the Death card and the Emperor here too. So there is this rebirth, this ending and beginning, death and rebirth. And the Emperor is this Aries energy. So it's that fire energy with them deciding, the Emperor is this energy of I'm gonna choose what I want. I'm making a plan, I'm putting energy, and I'm making movement and doing something here. So I feel like there's this reboot or this taking things to a different direction, a different level. But definitely, I mean, it feels very magical. Again, I just love this card coming back here. It's just like looks like a rainbow party circus with you and the Leo hanging out. So, I do feel like there is action and movement when it comes to all of this energy that's here. The death card doesn't scare me. It's not like, oh, they're leaving, they're ending, they don't want anything to do with you kind of thing. I feel like it's like the old way of being is ending and a new way of being is coming forward. There's some passion involved with all this Aries and fire energy among Wall too. So um, a little bit of a tidbit. So I feel like it's forward progression with that energy, but mainly energetic and physical passion energy. So that's what they have for you, Starfall. So many blessings to you. At least that's what they have for you now. Right? And then Nelia Maderos, your free reading. You want to know what is up with Aud? Aud? She hasn't responded to the Facebook message. Is she upset? Oh my goodness. Unfriend her right now. It's the life of Facebook, right? Let's take a look here. All right. Is she upset? No, I don't feel like she's upset. Um, I feel like there's a lot of movement, a lot of stuff happening, and a lot of choices that she's making right now. I mean, you got the Four of Pentacles and the Six of Wands, which is a lot of movement and victory and stability in their home and all this kind of stuff that's happening here. So it just feels like a lot of, with Wands energy and the Chariot, Four Pentacles is like home. Um, a home kind of energy because it's four walls in the outside world. But we've got the, Six of Wands is energy, and the seven, the Chariot is a lot of movement as well. I just feel like there's a lot going on at home that they either saw it and then they got distracted into other something else. But I don't feel madness or upsetness or anything like that. I just feel like, they if you see it red, because usually on Facebook Messenger you can see that it's red, right? Um, and if it is, then she read it and then got sucked into something else, and then she forgot to come back to it. So if you do some sort of little funny emoji or something just to make it activate again, I feel like she'll respond because I feel like, oh, that's right. I need to get back to that message, you know, because she just feels so scattered and so all over the place. It's movement, 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 action, action, action all around her. But I don't feel like there's any animosity or upsettedness or anything. I just feel like she's just super, super distracted. All right. So that's what they have for you. So many blessings to you. Right. And then Shirley Mador, you are up next. Let me just see how many we have left here. Whoa. I'm grabbing stuff, throwing it all over the place. All right. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we got just two handfuls left, 10. So hang in there, everybody. We're getting there. So Shirley, hens. Happy Sunday to you. And you would like to know, please tell you what the person on your mind's current feelings, intentions, and next actions toward you are. All right, let's take a look here. The person on your mind. All right, they do want that one. And what else? All right. All righty. Let's see what we got going on here. So 3 cards. Feelings, 9 of Pentacles. Feeling Nine of Pentacles is like a kind of an independent and abundant kind of wish fulfillment in a way kind of card. So, they kind of look at you as someone who's a good catch. I know. Don't we love being called that? You're a good catch. That's what their intentions are. Unclear intentions. They got a lot going on with the shaking, the rattling of their lives. This is Capricorn energy. They're figuring their life out. They got a lot of challenges. It's like every area of their life, their belief systems are being rattled. And so they're unsure of what their intentions are because I just feel like everything's offline and like I don't know what it's like your online guidelines are off, and so they don't know what their guidelines are, their intentions are. That's what their next actions are. We got Eight of Pentacles. Eight of Pentacles is about movement and things moving in the outside world, the apprentice becoming the master. So there is forward and movement in the physical world. You got the Nine of Pentacles, the Eight of Pentacles, and then who knows the intentions. So I feel like they are, really focused on the physical part of their world. Um, and it just feels like I don't know if they have enough emotion to give. I feel like they'll be the worker of the outside world, and but again, they're getting really challenged up here, and emotions seem to be, if you look at normally the lovers card is the opposite of the devil card, where there's an angel and Adam and Eve, and the togetherness, but these are compartmentalized. No love for you. It is blocked off here. They're in their own little forest fields and their eggs, So it just feels like mainly physical, surely, it just feels like they're kind of caught up into the outside world, defining themselves by the outside world, and so they see that check off all these things, and so they're like, oh, it seems like you're, like this physical dream come true, but then they got all this work that they want to, the progression and the movement forward, and let's work at this, and let's see where this goes, and but they've got so much going on in here. I don't know. I'm not like super thrilled for you. The energy I'm feeling is not like your spirit team going, yeah, go for it. They're just like, meh, they'll do for now. It's kind of the energy I feel, if that makes sense. Right. So that's what's coming through, Shirley. Yay. All right. So many blessings to you. And then Spiritual Journey Tarot, you are up. So why did the Scorpio hurt you again? He promises you that he would do better, but didn't. What's his next actions? Hope he knows he really hurt me this time. You know, hurt me once, shame on them. Hurt you twice, shame on you. Right? That's what comes in. And it's you know, when we realize that no one can hurt us, and I know we are like, well, what about this pain I'm feeling in my heart? The prick we feel in our heart when someone does something or doesn't do something, says something or doesn't say something, and we have this prick in our heart that feels like heartbreak and pain. It's fear. It's the like if someone scared you, boo, it's like but it's an emotional scare, which when we it's a physical scare, we go like, oh, that was just the cat. It wasn't a monster. We calm down, the pain goes away, but it's emotional belief of when they do that, that means I'm unlovable and I'm never going to find love again, or whatever these wonderful fear beliefs that we all us humans have, that we're taught growing up. Oh, their actions mean this about me. Pain, fear, and it loops because we're not resolving it. We're not looking into what is this fear I'm having? We just experience it till we get distracted and then it drifts off. And then we remember, oh, that's right. I'm in pain, fear, right? And it's this thing that comes around with that. And so um people can't hurt us. That's our job. We only hurt ourselves. Our fears are what makes us feel this way. Their actions just are, their words just are. And so, um that's the big thing that they want you to know. You got the magician on the bottom is you hold all the energy over your own life. You're the one that makes the decisions. We're the ones that rule over our lives. We're also the ones that draw things to us. Either we asked, we wanted to experience these things before we came down here. People are mirrors showing us what we want to see about ourselves until we see it. Or we're focusing on our fears. Like if growing up, I had beliefs of, because my mom got cheated on, um, I was like fearing, oh my God, I'm going to end up with somebody who cheats on me. People cheat, people cheat, people cheat. Guess what? I drew in people who cheat because that's what I was telling the order. I was, you know, you don't drive up to a drive-through and say things you don't want, because then you get up to the drive-through window and they give you what you were talking about, what energy we're focusing on, right? If I'm saying burger, 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 but I wanted tacos and I get up there and they give me burgers, I'm like, where's the tacos? And they're like, what are you talking about? You talked about burgers the whole time. I'm like, oh, so there's this awareness of what I focus on the most, with this magician energy is what I draw in to my life, right? And so, the Scorpio and whoever else is whatever mirrors we draw in, we're going to continue drawing in the same type of person over and over and over again. Trust me, I know five five people who were pretty much the same person but in different bodies. It's like, well, there we go. Slow learner, but we continually to draw in the teachers who are going to show us what we want to see about ourselves until we see it, right? So even though someone promises and these humans say, "Oh, I promise I'm not going to do this," our energy draws in what we are needing for ourselves. And so just be aware here that you know that's why the situation repeated is because even no matter what mirror we look in, we're going to see the same reflection until the reflection changes, right? If I am not changing, no matter what mirror I look in, I'm going to see the same thing. But when I change, when I look into my fears, when I look at what these beliefs are, what was I wanting to see this? Why did I want this to happen for me? Then it transforms things, right? Then I see it and I'm like, oh, I get it. I get it. This is what comes in. I mean, you got the Six of Wands, the Prince of Wands, all of this energy that comes in here. I mean, here's your, the Strength card, you realizing what you wanted to experience in this life. Here's your human, your higher self. You've got the Six of Wands is the mirrored energy, three wands on each side. You got the Prince of Wands, which is the Knight of Wands. It's the search of our power, to take back our power and realize no one, no one can make me feel anything I don't want to feel, have the story that I don't want to put. Every moment we're choosing the story we put to something, the energy we're putting forward, the emotions I'm feeling, my physical actions. No one else. I can't control anyone else's. I can only, look at mine. And so, and they won't realize they hurt you. When we're looking for someone else to validate my worth by their actions and words, they're going to fail miserably. And I'm going to feel unstable because I'm defining myself by someone who's unstable, right? When they go in fear, when they feel uncomfortable, when their little inner child feels unsafe and out of control, they're going to do stupid stuff, unintelligent, unloving, uncaring. Because when we go into fight or flight mode, we disconnect all that. We act like a 2-year-old with its pet hissing cat, and we make decisions based on all that. And so that's what's happening here, when people say they change, but when they go into fear, they still act like a fool, and they're like, well, I'm not in fear anymore and I can do this. I know what I'm capable of. All right, well, show me for 3 months who you are, but you're not getting back in here, not back in here, not back in here, not back in here, not back in here until consistently we hang out outside of my house for 3 months. And if they're like, well, that's impossible. Okay, well, thank you for telling me and showing me that you haven't changed, right? And it's an important thing to realize, from a human point of view, this is how humans work, and people say they changed, they feel they changed, but they have them show you, not tell you. Is one thing, but the other thing is, like, we're gonna keep drawing in people like that anyway. If it's not them, it'll be someone else till I look and hear, see where the pain is my fear. What fears do I have? What beliefs are going on in here? Because when we change that, then the outside world changes, right? We don't see the world as it is. We see the world as we are. We don't, life doesn't happen to us. It happens for us. And we draw in what we focus on. And we continually ask the world to show us what we want to see about ourselves so we can see it. And they listen. They do that. So hopefully that helps a little bit, Spiritual Journey Tarot. I know, trust me, I had a lot of heartache, a lot of fear, a lot of pricking of my heart, and then post mortem, after my heart felt like it was dead during the spiritual autopsy, there was a lot of this that was discovered, and it's powerful and empowering. So I'm glad it's happening for you now, because the freedom on the other side of it is worth it. But just re-listen to that as many times as you would like. Okay. All right. So hang in there. Many blessings to you. All right. And I feel like that was for more than just you and me, too. All right. So, Melissa Hotzik, you are up next. So, hello, hello. So, just shortly, does D occasionally check your social networks? Um, oh, thank you for your comment about my podcast. Slaying the podcast. You're so sweet. Thank you. I love sharing the and she's talking about the my podcast, From Chaos to Cozy. It's a lot about our journey from cozy. We come down here to chaos, and it's our journey back to cozy. And I talk about, a lot of stuff like I was just talking about the painful things, the chaotic things in my life, where I almost ended my life. In the journey since then, of everything that spirit has shown me, different tools they've given me, different experiences I had, and sharing all that. So if you're interested, the link is in the description box of the video for the playlist if you want. All right, so thanks for that, Melissa. Let's take a look here. Just quickly, does D check your social networks? Let's take a look here. You know, they spend a lot of time off, Nine of Pentacles hermiting themselves, it seems like. The Hanged One here is seeing things from a different perspective. I do feel like they do occasionally check it, because this is like, hanging upside down from a tree to see different perspective. It's like, let me just check in, right? But I feel like they do spend a lot of time off doing other things. But I do feel like with the hanged one, the hanged man, that they do occasionally check it out, because they're kind of just trying to see different perspectives, if that makes sense. So I feel like they do. All right. So many blessings to you. And then Swaroop Bobby, you want to know CH's current feelings for you. Let's take a look here. All right. Kind of with the Two of Wands, there's this, they go back and forth here. The Tower card is this energy of, like, waiting for the other foot to fall, like something's going to be taken away out of their lives. And I kind of feel like they get iffy, like they feel like they have feelings, but they also have a lot of fear, because they've had a lot of experiences and opportunities where they got close to someone and then they left. They got close to someone and they passed away. They got close to someone and they disappeared and ghosted them. They got close to someone and drifted, but it's always like suddenly, like things just bam, bam, bam. And it just feels like they are very tentative about moving forward. And they go back and forth. They're like, well, I want you. Oh, no, no, no. I want you. Oh, no, 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 no. It's like they feel like they're cursed. No, and anytime I get close to someone, they disappear. So I don't know. I don't know if it's worth it, having me go through this and them go through this. I don't know. This is the kind of energy that's coming in here. They feel like they're cursed. So, what are you gonna do with that, right? I don't know. I'm at a different point in my life where I'm like, "Nah, it's alright. I don't wanna be around a scaredy cat." People have stuff to work on. I don't want a fixer-upper. I want, a ready to move in residence, not a fixer-upper. But it's the kind of the energy that it feels. It's like there's a lot of work that needs to be done there. I don't know if it's worth reserving your romantic table for. But that's up to you. That's your journey and your adventure, and you get to decide, which is great. There's no wrong, no right, just adventure. Yay. All right. So that's what they have for you. Many blessings. And then HTTPS. Thank you for your donation earlier and your free message. Not just, but a message from your spirit team. All right. Let's take a look here. What else do they want you to know here? Okay. All righty. What is happening here? I thought it was going to be like another countdown, but no, we got a 4, 5, and a 10. It jumps up here. We got the Four of Swords, which is about mental stability and peace of mind. And I like this because we've got the Five of Pentacles, which is the feeling of and the transformation of feelings of lack and being left behind. And so I like this peace of mind that's coming in here. And I feel like it with this 10 of Wands, there's a lot of energy being invested in these beliefs around having enough. What if, looking maybe to the outside world, which we're taught to, right? Depend on the outside world for our sustenance. But this whole changing of things is realizing that it's creator, it's spirit that brings us what we need in each moment. Humans are just like the shipping company that bring things to us, but ultimately it's the creator spirit that brings it to us. And this 10 of Wands just feels like being aware of how much energy we're investing in that. Maybe we don't realize how much it's in the back of our head. And I feel like if you bring this forward and you just really, focus on like gratitude and realize for as long as you lived. I mean, I've lived 57 years on this planet, plus. And when I look at that, I'm like, I've never not had what I needed in each moment. I'd be dead right now. So thank you. I can trust you, and you always bring me more than bread and water. So I'm living. I have so much to be grateful for, and I can trust you. And I feel like this is this energy that's trusting. Like you can trust us. Not humans. Humans will abandon you and pull back. Support when they feel uncomfortable and scared, right? And but they won't. They never get afraid. They have endless resources. And so I feel like that there's just this message of be aware of any beliefs around lack that might be like back here in your subconscious or in the back of your brain, and bringing it forward and having that energy be about gratitude and not have it a hidden belief that we're not facing, but bring it and face it and transform it, and you'll see some great results from that, I feel. So that's what's coming in for you, HTTPS. So many blessings to you. And Livier Vergara, you are up next. So hello, hello. So happy Sunday to you too. You want to ask, um, in love, you're single, what's new coming? Not looking for exes. That's good. Don't focus energy on them and they won't come back around, right? Let's take a look here. Use a good shuffle. So what's coming for love for you? Let the spirit, well, I want you to know. Oh no. Well, good thing it wasn't the Six of Cups. It's the Six of Pentacles and Temperance. All right. So there is this balancing energy coming in here with the Six of Pentacles and the Temperance. Temperance is patience, as well, things unfolding. Six of Pentacles is like the equal giving and receiving. um, there's this importance to face here with the Six of Pentacles, because this represents our rate of exchange of giving and receiving. And I actually have a video on it, which I don't have a chat here, but if you go to my main page and go to the very top, like when you click on my name, it'll take you there. The very top, there's playlist right at the top. If you just scroll, you'll see a playlist called Take 10 with Zen, and episode 5 is about the Six of Pentacles, and it's about looking into what this rate of exchange is that was formed when we were younger, like 7 years old and younger, where we gave so much and got so little back, and we as children go, oh, that must be the rate of exchange. And it solidified 1 to 1,000 and went down to our subconscious. It's been running there ever since. So this desire that I have to overgive to deserve very little has been running, and it's important for you to look into that, because your little inner child will keep love and abundance and things away because it feels like, no, no, we don't deserve that yet. We haven't given 1,000 love coins to get one back. And so it doesn't come and it keeps it away. And so if you look at that video, it really help understand how to bring that 1 to 1 instead of 1 to 1,000, which releases these force fields, keeping love, keeping abundance, and different things away as well. So if you can't find that, just comment on this video going, couldn't find that video, around Six of Pentacles. And then I can respond to you and give you the link, but I just can't do it here on here. I probably should just I reference that quite a bit. I should just put it in the in the description box of the video. So maybe I'll do that, but in the future. But for now, good luck on finding that. If not, let me know. Right. So that's what they have for you, because once you do that, here comes this flow of love. All right. So many blessings to you. And then Kritika Sayani, you are up. So what is coming in your love life? All right. And hang in there, everybody. We've got like just about 4 more to go. All right. So who or what, not who, but what is coming in your love life? That can be a who too, but let's take a look. Nope, they want this one. All right. Okay. You got the High Priestess and the Knight of Pentacles. So what this tells me, Kritika, and it's all good for you eventually. You have the Knight of Pentacles, slowest moving knight out of them all, which when things slow down with one of these kind of patience cards, it's given us the opportunity to look inward, which the High Priestess, she goes into her High Priestess temple, looks, connects with the spirit, looks behind the veil, dives deep into the emotions. What can I learn about love and my love vibration, my self-worth? It gives us the opportunity to raise our love vibration, which will speed things up then and bring in a higher love. Otherwise, if things were on regular speed without this Knight of Pentacles, we'd be doing the same thing we've always done and get what we've always gotten, but it's slowed down so we don't draw in this lower vibrational individuals and relationships, lying and cheating and conflict, and we're done with that, right? You want something higher vibration, and that's why this slow-mo speed has been turned on, so that it gives you an opportunity to look at your thoughts and beliefs, look at your emotions, look at your relationship to your higher self and your self-love and your self-worth, which allows you to draw in something more in alignment with your high heart instead of the old stuff. Right? So that's what's coming in. So hopefully that makes sense and resonates, but many blessings to you. All right. And then Ashvin Rai, you are up. You want some divine guidance. Let's take a look here. What does Spirit want you to know right now? All right, I'm going to shuffle up here. Shuffleophagus. All right. So divine guidance. What does it? All right. All right. You got the Hanged One, the Hanged Man, the Standard Tarot. and the Three of Pentacles. Hanged Man in the 2+1 is 3. You got 2, 3 energies coming in here. Creativity, being uniquely you. The Hanged One is about transformation, seeing yourself as you truly are, and it's like a caterpillar, realizing that they're a butterfly and going through the process of allowing the true unique you to come out. And it takes a little bit of transformation. It takes some bravery for that caterpillar to face the cocoon, you know, not knowingly, but they felt like something's going to happen in there. I just know it is. I'm going to transform. I'm not going to be the same person I am on the other side of this once I come out. And sure enough, they're a beautiful butterfly. They don't, pursue eating leaves anymore. They want nectar. They don't walk along the forest floor. They flutter. They can go migrate thousands of miles. And I feel like they're saying here, it's about seeing yourself from this higher perspective, seeing yourself as so much more than you are right now in this human, what you've been taught to believe. You're so much more stronger, so much more, beautiful and intelligent and compassionate and all this than you've ever been taught to believe. And once you're able to really connect to this powerful being you really are, and you're like, okay, this beautiful, being true to the authentic you, making decisions that are true to you, not what other people are saying you should, supposed to need to, fearing punishment, fearing losing people's support, but you're stepping forward and being true to you and stepping forward with that. And I feel like that's the guidance they want is like, when you're making decisions, just, what do you want, not what you think you're supposed to want out of fear, but out of love for self and for this realization of who you truly are. What do you want to do? And I like that for you. Right. So that's what they have for you, Ashvin. So many blessings to you. And then, Madam Bird, you are up. I always like saying your name. Hope I'm not offending you. I'm sure I'm not, but I like that. It sounds so regal. Madam Bird. Like I have to put kind of a snobby accent on it. Not that that's you at all. It's not you at all. It's just like it just feels like that. All right. So, you're very welcome for answering your question before. And so this summer, fall, do you notice any significant events in love? Something that stands out? Yeah, all right, absolutely. And we're actually going to be here too. I'm going to be recording um, winter summer solstice readings, and they're all going to be focused on relationships. Ooh, so stay tuned, everybody. So summer fall solstice coming up. Is there anything here? There is a bit of a transformation. You can see all these butterflies here with this 5 of Cups and with this Queen of Swords, the balancing of the head and the heart coming in here. And the 5 of Cups is a transformation of some emotion that's happening here. And I feel like this is summertime is about a change of perspective around the pain of the past. And I feel like it's important, this aha that comes around with this combination of the head and the heart and these 5 of Cups, because when we realize that every moment is a choice. That you have the 3 spilt cups, you have the 2 cups in the back. This is your power of emotional choice. Every moment is a choice, both mental, emotional, energetic, and physical. But this is focusing on emotional choice. I could choose higher vibrational love or lower vibrational love, that rooted in fear, right? And so when we look back and look at some old painful memories that trigger and come up and things that like when we go back and look at those and we realize that is that emotion that I felt, was it of higher vibration or lower? Okay, lower. It's not higher, so it's not of unconditional love, so it's of fear. All right, so that was a fear. Now we look at it. What was going on? And we look at other people's actions normally are what, created the fear in us. Our little inner child felt unsafe and out of control. And this other person said something or didn't say something did something or didn't do something that we felt that they should or shouldn't do, and it created this is about me. We created this story about us that this means something about me. When really, if their actions were not loving, unconditionally loving, then their actions were of fear. So it didn't have anything to do with me. They were just their little inner child activated. Their inner child felt unsafe or out of control. So they were a little 2-year-old and its pet hissing cat making decisions, booting out their intelligent, compassionate, loving side. Little 2-year-old left in charge. What are they going to do? Stupid, unloving, uncaring things, right? It's like someone who's drowning. They're panicking. You swim out to them. They're not going to go, "Excuse me, would you mind rescuing me?" No, they're like, their hands are flying over and they smack you upside your head, and then they notice that you're there, and then they grab onto you for dear life and sink with you. They're like, "Why are you trying to kill me?" Then you get a hold of them and you get them back to shore, and after they're safe, they calm down. You see the human adult return, and that 2-year-old's gone, and they're like, "When did you get here?" They didn't even realize it was you rescuing them because they were freaking out. And that's what happens with this transformation of emotions, is that you're realizing this throughout the summer. These old fears, these are founded in my little inner child freaking out over someone else's inner child freaking out and doing things. And then you realize, you start to see the situation differently. You start to see them differently. But more importantly, you start seeing yourself differently because you're not defining yourself by their actions anymore. And you're like, wow. And there's this empowerment that comes, which allows then fall, I feel, is when that's when, because your energy is changing, the way you're looking at things is changing. So you draw in a different type of love energy because your energy has changed. So hopefully that makes sense. But that's what's coming in for you right now, Madam Bird. So many blessings to you. And then lastly but not leastly, we've got Brina Brown. So hopefully I didn't miss anybody. If I did, my deepest apologies. I will be back next Friday at 11 a.m. Mountain Time for my next free reading wild weekend. In the meantime, I do offer personal readings if you want to check those out. All that information's in the description box of the video. And if you're not able to purchase a reading, I've got a ton of free content on my main page. Weekly pick a card readings. I've got what else do I got? Chaos to Cozy. I've got monthly readings that cover, all areas of our lives too. So just check those out if you're in need of more messages of love from above. All right. And then after I'm done here in a moment, I will post a comment listing the order in which all the readings are completed so you can find it more easily too. All right, Brina. So you're just wanting to know just more about the man that you will marry. All right, let's dig in here. See what other tidbits that Spirit's willing to give you about the future person that you'll marry here. All right. Well, look at all this electricity and energy coming in here. But you got the Eight of Wands. It is someone that is very passionate, very energetic, gets things done, got all this electricity. So very much a go-getter, someone who's just like, But what I love is with the Ten of Swords, they're not someone who is bound by a lot of people pleasing, supposed to, should, need to, have to, must. So their energy isn't invested in trying to please everyone, trying to do everything. And it's this energy of I invest energy in doing what I love and what I want in life. And then of course, when they get married, they bring that in as part of it. But they are very much motivated, very clearly focused, and not distracted by a lot of opinion of others. They listen to people's advice and stuff, and but for the most part, I feel like there's someone who people go to for advice instead. So I like this energy very much. Like I said, a go-getter, very accomplished. They're able to really focus their energy instead of on all this trying to make everyone else happy. They're like, well, this is what the goal is and this is what we're doing. And people are like, well, I don't know. They don't get pulled off track by people's chatter. They're very focused and they get stuff done, which I like. So that's what's coming in for you. A little more little tidbits that they'll give you here. And that's what they have. So many blessings to you. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for all the thumbs up, all the love, all the support, for trusting me, and for pulling cards and connecting with spirit for you. And just a big, great thank you. I'm so appreciative. I can't do it all of this without you guys, and I do appreciate you so much. So just remember, until we meet again, that every second of every day of your life, that you truly are eternally and unconditionally loved by the Mother and the Father of all things, our Creator. And of course, I love you too. So hang in there. Much love to you. I would say stay out of trouble, but let's set reasonable expectations and just have fun and enjoy your week. We'll see you soon.